the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and make sure the bell notification is lit. You guys do not want to miss out. There are spontaneous things happening, just like what we got today with the Sharbi coming up on the show. So you guys definitely want to have the bell notification on. Today we're going to be talking about all things Sharbi. Give them a follow starting this off at Sharbi Token. We're going to have their link tree posted. We got the Sharbi Factory. We're going to talk about how they're not just helping themselves and their ecosystem, but they're also helping other projects. So we got some of the team up here, and I'm very excited because we've been covering Sharbi here and there. If you guys are OGs or veterans to the channel, you guys know that we've been peeking around on Sharbi. We've been bullish on the Sol side, but you know that we just went live on ETH. So we got a lot of things to update, not just the Sharbi community, but those who are subscribed to the channel and have been snatching up this Sharbi bag. So welcome to the channel. We got the team up here. What's up, man? How you feeling today?
Yo,
we got Hero up here for everybody.
Doing good. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks, Rico. You know what? We've been kind of getting to know each other a little bit over the last month or so. You know, I appreciate your content. Love, you know, the work ethic. I mean, your channel, you work so hard. And you know, every time I open up X, you're on a live stream. So you know, it's awesome to see what you're sharing with your community. You know, and like you said, you were up until 2 a.m. You know, streaming Kindu last night, and you know, I think that's, you know, that's the grind right now. We're all grinding, we're all working hard, and you know, it's awesome to meet people that have that same mindset and you know, want to work together and grow projects, and not just projects, but you know, information, you know, grow this crypto space with good people. And that's what, you know, we're about. That's what Sharbi's about. That's what, you know, my mindset is. And you'll see, you know, like throughout this that, you know, Sharbi's about sharing, you know, information with good people, right? Like we work with other projects, we work with other influencers. You know, if you're, you know, a great influencer and you're sharing good information and educating people in this space, you know, that's what we want to support. And, you know, that's really how we met, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have somebody else all dolled up. Yes. Do you want to come up and say anything that we have you on the speaker board with us and let the community know what's up?
Oh, definitely. I guess I could just, this is all dolled up from Sharbi. One, thank you, Rico, for this and letting us use your platform. Super excited. I could echo everything that Hero said, but I'm happy to have these videos and this time and space really just to share Sharbi. And I'm hoping to be jumping on some more of these in the coming future. So these are kind of like my breakouts here. So thanks for having me.
Man, it's such a pleasure. Absolutely. It's such a pleasure. And I want to go over some of the, like, my finding of Sharbi. And then I'm going to let you guys kind of talk about Sharbi, but how I found Sharbi, because Hero was kind of talking about, you know, how we kind of bumped into each other. And what I liked about Sharbi was their transparency, right? Something that, you know, some of the things that they went through in the space that were, you know, some hits, right? Where they were trying to make sure that they found the right people, the right teams, the right resources, and they were having troubles with that because we know how this space is. And when I started to dig deeper on Sharbi and exactly what they're doing, I like that they were not only fixing the problems that they found in the space for themselves, but also for other people. So I want to go over this really quick, and then we'll let him do his elevator pitch on us. But I want to go over this website, kind of give them a YouTube feel, right? Because we got our guests up here, and they usually do a lot of X shows, but we got to give this a YouTube feel. So I want to go over this website and give this that YouTube feel as well. So you want to leave it all up to your crypto project. You want to leave it all up to your crypto project. We connect your team with our extensive partners networks, providing the resources to skyrocket your project's growth. Okay. Now, when you start to do your own research on the team and the people behind it, you start to see that they are really connected in the space. And that's where, you know, first off, I grabbed a bag on Solana and I was like, okay, something's happened over here. You know, they got these use cases, these services that they're providing for people. And I know one of the ones that everybody's talking about is the volume booster. And I want to let you guys know that we don't have that tribal mind over here. Sharbi is bringing services not just for Sharbi. So if you guys are listening to this live stream later on, or, you know, either live, if you got a dev that, I think it's just more than just Solana, right? I don't want to overtalk Hero, but is it any blockchain, or right now is it just providing services for Solana as far as the Dream Factory?
So the Dream Factory provides services for all blockchains. and it's really a whole level of services. It's kind of incorporates any kind of service you could ever want as a crypto project. I mean, that could be auditing services. We have some great auditors that we've worked with that actually work at a good price and will get things done quickly. That could also be lawyers. We have great lawyer connections for setting up DAOs for litigation stuff, and I mean really for utilities. But as far as the volume bot goes, the volume bot is our own utility that was built for Sharbi, and that volume bot is only on Solana. So which is kind of the ideal spot to have it right now,
Right.
because I mean really there's 10,000 projects launching a day on Solana, and everybody needs some volume. Some of these huge projects, they don't need the volume, but if you're a project and you are needing some volume to get listed on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, or you need some extra recognition, right? What do people look at when they go in and they're looking at a utility or a project on Solana? And if you're a utility project, not just a basic meme coin, sometimes it's hard to get that initial volume, right? So you get that initial volume through our volume bot, which is fully customizable. We own it. We are hands-on. Our biggest competition is a bot service. So you do it all through Telegram. You book it through the bot. You can't talk to anyone. With us, we can set it up to give you the volume when you want it, when you need it, how much you want, how many wallets you want. It can buy and sell at different intervals, and really we're there to help support your project. So Sharbi's got 30,000 followers on our Twitter. We have an engagement, we have reach, and we're here to support the projects that work with us. So having that ability to really give like a white glove service and do it cheaper than our competitors who don't is kind of our advantage, and that's kind of where we've been. But with this Sharbi Dream Factory, like we partnered with some big people. Like we're really working on some amazing things with it, and we have a huge partnership announcement coming in the next 2 weeks with a group, and I can't say the group quite yet, but they've been in business for some years now. They do some great work, and we've worked with them on some bridge building. After we've had our the whole idea behind the Dream Factory was we've been screwed over. Like we spent $100,000 to build a bridge. It took 8 or 9 months. And then when, we got this bridge audited, there were all kinds of issues, right? And then it comes back to, okay, we need to rebuild some of this. And like when you're paying that kind of money out, you should be getting the best, right? And we were working with a project or a company that was supposed to be, and it was just a headache from day one. And so we found these other connections through other people and through working together. And it's amazing the difference when you have a team that's really there to work with you, to work for you, and make sure you're happy. And that's what these guys do. And they have connections to everyone in the space, and we're going to be working with them in the background of Sharbi Dream Factory. And I mean, really, it's an all-in-one services. So if you need utilities, it doesn't matter if it's $1 million utility or $1,000 utility. If you need Telegram bots, if you need trending services, like this is what this is just the start of the Dream Factory. It's been open for 3 weeks. This is our first page, right? Like from here we build out, and we're so excited about it. This volume booster that we've done over 100 SOL and bookings in less than 3 weeks, and we've announced revenue share. We also have 10% kickback to anyone that brings a project to the Dream Factory. So if they did $1 million order, and if we get 50,000 in revenue, you're going to get, or if we get 100,000 in revenue, you're going to get $10,000, right? Like this 10%
Nice.
kickback is huge. And so we're also, you see it right there. We're partnering with, we partnered with Carnage, who is a well-known influencer in the space, to offer his calls with our volume bot, which, the idea of having an influencer, that you get an influencer call plus volume plus their volume, kind of like gives you this exponential reach. And we just partnered with WinPad, which is sorry, my wife is like, I think she wants to have a moment to talk at some point.
Yeah. Let her come in whenever she wants, man. Yeah, for sure. Let her come in.
Yeah. Oh, she says no. She was walking in. I thought it was to tell me to shut my mouth for a second. But yeah, so we just partnered with WinPad, which is a launch pad, and basically almost every project that they launch are going to be using our volume bot services, and also have the opportunity to have access to our developers, to our other services. And this WinPad just launched their launch pad last week, and they have their second pre-sale starting in about 1.5 hours. Actually, it's just over an hour, and it's 150 soul raise on WinPad. So check that out too. I think it's the project's called Trump with Hat, and it's 150 soul. I do know the dev. He is going to push that whole 150 soul into the project, and the whole goal really is to get exits, right? I don't know how long the project will last, but and it's not financial advice, but as Sharbi, we are doing our boost program for this project, where we help, it's not really incubate, but we bring some extra push to these projects and give them a little bit more exposure. And for that, our holders on Solana that hold over 300 million Sharbi get some small airdrops of these projects. So if you have over 300 million Sharbi on Solana, you'll get a small airdrop portion of airdrop of Trump with Hat when it launches. And we're excited. Like if Trump with Hat does it 10 times, your small little amount for passive income, grows, right? Like if you get $50 airdrop, if you get $50 airdrop, it's awesome, right? Like
it is. I want to get everybody. I see the room is picking up some steam, and I want to give all dolled up a chance too, so she doesn't come into the room and snatch you up really quick. I'm doing it for you. But I want you to, because we're covering a lot of topics and stuff, and I know that you start when we first started off, you said you want to take as much time to talk about the Dream Factory. So like, what is your favorite parts? And while you guys are tuning in, I see the stream picking up. If you guys can like and comment this, spam the comments, that's going to help the YouTube algorithm. Even later on, get more views on Sharbi and what we're doing over here, and providing. We got Calm Mooning already asking for the contract. I'm actually going to post it for you guys right now. We're going to talk about the chart, but because it's Calm Mooning and I know who Calm Mooning is, I'm going to skip the line for everybody really quick. I'm going to post his contract address right here, because we do build some FOMO on the channel. We're just going to be honest with everybody, okay? Because you guys know that we're bringing solid projects. We're bringing solid projects that not only are solid with the team right here, docs right in front of us, but also projects that bring value to the marketplace. You guys know that I always say that if you bring value to the marketplace, it will automatically answer back to you and bring value back. So You know, we cover some topics on Sharbi. I want to give all the way up, all dolled up a chance to speak. And I'm going to talk about some of the things that drew me to Sharbi, like some of the things that you guys went to, you know, wearing your heart on your sleeve with some of the, you know, with the bridge problems and stuff like that. But all dolled up, what is your favorite part of this, you know, this Sharbi factory? That I love the branding, by the way. This Sharbi right here looks like Sharbi or Barbie. It's instantly noticeable. So I love what you guys are doing.
Hey, before she goes, we are on 3 chains. Sorry. so we actually you posted the ETH contract. We also have our Solana chain, which and we are on Shibarium as well. So you know, that one you posted is our ETH contract. We did just relaunch the ETH contract this week. The Solana chart is looking very good and strong as well. It's one where it's kind of been a slow buildup, but that definitely check out the Solana chart as well, and our Shibarium. Yeah, sorry.
We'll check them out. We'll check them out. Don't worry about it. What's up, all dolled up? Talk to me.
I would say that Hero covered a lot in that short amount of time. And if anything, so I have never been in crypto. So full transparency, I was the wife of a crypto fanatic, I guess you would say. The conversations used to be like, how could you possibly spend that much time on your phone? But let's just say I've been in Sharbi 460 days, in there every day. And I totally get it now. So if anyone out there has wives that don't understand, I mean, there is the opportunity to shift that mindset.
Wow.
So Sharbi is the only project I've been involved in, and I came in because I love art. And, you know, it's just built from there, grinding every day. I think my comment, I love the Dream Factory. So I love the authenticity of Sharbi. You have a devoted, resilient, strong team that is working every single day, sometimes 16 hours a day. We haven't stopped and we won't stop. And we want to see our community succeed. We want to see Sharbi succeed. We want to see the DeFi space succeed. And I think that organic, authentic transparency will take us no matter how long it takes, right? So climbing the ladder might take us longer, but we're pretty strong. And you know, when you hear Hero speak earlier, if you're listening back to this, that's the passion you want behind someone working on a project.
Right.
Your money's safe. I feel like Sharbi is a safe haven. You can see that in our floors. You can see that in our community. And so I'm just happy and grateful that you opened the space for us today. And I'm really excited to hear about your perspective and what brought you here to Sharbi.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I mean, you know, one of the things was what Hero talked about, you know, here, and you're right. You know, you do want somebody that passionate. I want everybody listening right now. I want everybody that's smashing the like button. You want somebody that is so eager to tell you every aspect of their project. You want that. You don't want somebody that's like, maybe, yeah, we're going to. No, that's not it. You want somebody that's like, oh, by the way, we're on Solana.
Yeah,
by the way, we're doing
so hard to stay silent right now.
Don't worry. We got enough time. We got enough time. I'm going to get everything. Yeah, we got enough time. You guys, I'm rocking with you guys. You guys are the feature show today. We got enough time to pull into. I don't got another show today, PM. So we got enough time to talk all things Sharbi. But you know, this is something that I liked about Sharbi was the transparency. You know, some of the things that he touched on, like with the bridge. I didn't want to bring too many topics up, right? I wanted to see what he wanted to bring to the table. But those were the exact same things that made me bullish and want to look deeper into Sharbi. Was like, hey, we not only got scammed the regular scam way, right, that you can just get scammed, but we also got scammed what somebody can say the legit way, where we paid up front, where they did deliver a so-called bridge, but it technically didn't work because it's almost like a slow rug almost, right? Like these devs almost can slow rug you by squeezing your money where they're providing really nothing, right? Something that they can just, you know, get off a Gitbook and kind of copy and paste type of stuff. And you know what? I like that. You guys, instead of just folding your cards and saying, you know what, we're done, we're gonna step up from the table, you guys say, you know what, let's fix this. Let's not just fix this for us, let's fix it for everybody. So I want to go over these topics. I know you're on the edge of the seat, Hero, but let me go over this stuff. Let me give some people some substance. and understand exactly what they're bringing, what you guys are bringing to the table. And it's kind of because of the experience you guys had, right? So you guys are now got your new brand. So you guys understand that branding is very important. So I'm just going to go over these right here. I think these highlight everything really well. And, you know, we got the swipe up era going on right now. So we got to keep them. We got to keep everybody on the hook. Everybody. We got let's start right here, the brand, because this is really where you're going to start. So if you're a project out there, if you're listening to this live stream, I got tons of projects that come up and chill. You guys know that we've been going crazy. If you're looking for, you know, a solid team that you guys are seeing pull up that could help you with your branding. Let's say your branding's not correct, right? I seen one project that came up, just a quick little rant, that didn't have their X updated, didn't have their website updated, and I called them on it. And you know what? They kept pulling up and eventually got it all done. But if you're not an expert in that and you're saying maybe you did a CTO, right? And all these things are already set up, this is where you find yourself at Sharbi, right? Because we know that CTOs is a very common thing, but the website's already set up, the X is already set up, and you guys might want to take it in a different direction. This is where you go build a brand, right? Sharbi takes on branding challenges by crafting a distinctive brand image amidst similar projects. Through innovative strategies, we assure your project stands out, capturing audiences' attention and trust. We can see that with Sharbi right now, because I showed somebody, a female, yesterday, this project, and the first thing she said was, oh, like Barbie. You want branding like that. You want branding that people don't have to be like, what? What? You want it like that it has to snap. And she didn't even notice really. I'm a little bit, I love marketing and stuff, but I noticed even the font of this is the same as Sharbi. You want somebody that can pay attention to these small details while you're worrying about building your community, while you're worrying about, you know, making sure your contract's good. But even that is taken care of. Even that is taken care of inside the Dream Factory. And we got this. Sharbi not only conducts rigorous audits and evaluations on developer teams to eliminate scammers in the crypto space, but also manages financial transactions to prevent misappropriation of funds, ensuring security and trust between developers and the project teams. We have to find these devs. And I think we're reaching a point, to be honest with you, I've been seeing even with CTOs and stuff, that we're starting to oust these type of scammers that, you know, have been milking even good projects like, you know, Hero and what they were doing with Sharbi with this, you know, bridge that never came to be, right? It's like, what's going on? And I think that is going to start to get minimized little by little because, you know, crypto's becoming a lot more mainstream. So the shadows are being lit up is basically what I'm saying. So this is something that's super important right here. This is really hard in space. Some of these contracts cost a lot of money, and then you got to get them audited. So you don't want to pay $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for a contract that we don't even know if it's done right, and then another $10,000 to $15,000 to get it audited, only to find out that it has bugs, right? Because that's what happened to Sharbi, and that's what they corrected, not just for themselves, but everybody in the future. So thanks to our network of contacts, we have access to a number of reliable top developer teams, all experienced with smart contracts, dApps, staking application, buy bots, raffle bots, burn bots, and much more. We have all the tools. You provide the ideas. Now, if you're somebody like me, it's like, okay, talk is cheap, right? I saw this stuff and they were talking about this stuff. So I went and did my own research. You guys don't have to, because I start to see that they're connected to K9 Finance. K9 Finance is connected to a lot of the Sheep people. And it's like, okay, so now when you're telling me that you have connections of reliable developers and the smart contracts, I know that you have wiggled your way to find out who are the real and to bring some real use case to the space. So, Hero, now the floor is yours. After all that, what do you have to say about all that stuff? You know, now it's yours. It's your turn, right? The ball's in your court.
You know what? There's a lot. There's a lot. As far as the Dream Factory goes, right? We already have a burn bot in our Telegram. You can see it. We have a raffle bot in our Telegram. It's already built. You know, it does contests, a raffle contest where you can do, you know, for one soul for however much. Like, you know, these bots are already in action. So, you know, we've already seen them in action and they work. You know, and yes, it's all about finding reliable devs, right? Like we've even had a centralized exchange lister that you know, stole from us, right? Like over years of time, we've lost so much money through, you know, non-reliable people. And you know, from the beginning, you know, Sharbi has shown resiliency, and what's happened with Sharbi is every pitfall we've had to come up with new solutions to figure out what to do. And what's happened is we have this group that came together, formed a DAO. We legalized our DAO in Panama, and we have 24 people in our DAO who have all been Sharbi holders for a long period of time. And, you know, I think we actually had one join recently that you know, joined the pack, so to say. But this DAO it's come together through, you know, all these troubles and all these trying times, to where like you won't find a stronger group of people running a project, right? And we have lawyers and contract developers, and you know, I'm a financial analyst, and you know, All Dolled Up does procurement, right? Like we have you know, just this group of people that's from all over the world that really just love each other, right? Like we've come together and we work together, and you know, and now we have this community who most have been holding for over a year. And it's just an amazing community. It's an amazing place to be. You won't find a more welcoming place to be. You know, and you know, it's a whole vibe. Sharbi's a vibe.
I like that.
And you talk about connections. These connections have been developed through that, right? They've been developed through trust, through the fact that we're KYC'd, that we're on our video, right? Like you know, we're here, we're out up front. You know, if there's a challenge, we're going to solve it. And yeah, our connections to Shibarium as an early launching project on Shibarium they run deep, which is really funny because Sharbi was launched as a LARP, and what I mean is the people that launched Sharbi pretended like, you know, they had connections to Satoshi, that, you know, there were Ryoshi connections, and you know, like this was it. But you know, a year and a half later, the person they were pretending to be is one of our best friends in crypto. Like, you know, she's in our chat every day, you know, and we've, you know, we work with, you know, all these, you know, SHIB promoters and influencers and partner projects, you know, like, you know, Canine Finance are our partners. SHIB Dream, Living the Dream Token, is our partner. He runs the biggest SHIB news website. Nice. You know, we work together with all these projects. And, you know, we just booked our ETH Toronto booth. We are going to be in the SHIB corridor at ETH Toronto with these projects. You know, there's these amazing projects going to be there, and we're going to be looped in with this group of basically it's a bunch of SHIB partners and us. You know, like, and you know, I think if you read between the lines, right, like we are working with the best of the best. You know, right. and you know, Canine Finance Buzz is amazing. Mayar from, you know, the head of ETH Toronto is just amazing to work with. You know, SHIB Dream has been just wonderful. Sharbi DAO has a large investment in Canine Finance. You know, and we also have invested in the Living the Dream token, which is in pre-sale. Like, you know, I'm going to be a speaker for that token. But nice. Sharbi is my home, you know, but I mean, you know, all these things that they're all just relationships that we've built. And, right. You know, we're doing some very special things, and it's with the mindset of building long-term, right? And like, just like Shibarium, it's all going to be long-term. But, you know, this Dream Factory is going to be a huge piece of it. And we are building utilities to run alongside the Dream Factory, and we're going to keep bringing in income and offering services to projects. And you know, that's the beauty of it, is that this nice. Is just the beginning of our income stream.
Okay, now you're talking about income. I want to give All Dolled Up a chance. All Dolled Up, if you got anything to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about kind of this, what we're talking about is revenue sharing, or, you know, that Sharbi keeps mentioning and people are asking about it as well. All Dolled Up, do you have anything that you want to add to what Hero, you know, the excited Hero has to say about Sharbi?
Oh, I love the excited Hero. So I think it's good to touch on kind of our innovative thinking and when we originally launched on Arbitrum and then Ethereum, it was this paid to hold meme 2.0. On every buy and sell, you get paid and you can claim those rewards. And when we decided to launch on Solana, which is 0% tax, a lot of the conversation sat with, okay, how can we reward those holders on Solana because it's 0% tax? Here it is. We are building out revenue streams so that those holders on Solana, even though they're still taking advantage of that 0% tax, can have residual income coming back to them by holding on Sol. How can we be more innovative? And that's where we just continue to grow and innovate and collaborate with other projects and kind of use that networking. I think what's really impressed me, even though I've been there the whole time, is our ability to network and support other projects. And find those relationships and build on them and collaborate and help each other, right? And not be competing. So that, I guess that's my 2 cents.
Yeah,
on
no, that's really good. I appreciate your insight. It's good to actually have you up here and have a panel where we have somebody that was wondering why somebody was spending so much time on their phone, and now you're loving it and you're just as an involved.
It's so like, true. Right? She wakes up at 6 a.m. and she's on her phone, doing AI art. Like all these beautiful Sharbies you see, like these are all her. Nice. That is doing the AI work, and the branding work has been done by another community member. Like we're going through a full rebrand right now, and you can see, just in the branding, like the consistency now, whereas. Yeah. Old Sharbi was like a 70s porn star. She had like the fur coat, it was a little rough. And now Sharbi's just this beautiful thing that's kind of evolved, and it's
really got to be refined. It's got to be refined. Now, before Hero gets too excited, everybody, because I'm already picking up how Hero is. All right, I'm already picking up his vibe. I'm starting to get familiar with him. I want to stay on track with this because if I let him, I'll get off track just with him. You guys know this is the live, raw and uncut, non-scripted show. I want to give you guys, the heart on the sleeve. You guys, we're not scripted this. We're providing value, so we shouldn't have to script the show, right? But we got to keep Hero on check because he'll take us down another rabbit hole with Sharbi. It has so many things, but I want to stay focused on this. People are asking, we were just talking, All Dolled Up was talking about the holders on Solana still being able to, get some of this revenue share. How is it for the ETH holders, the people who are holding ETH? How does this revenue sharing happen for them for just holding it and getting paid? Whoever wants to answer that.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll go because it is hard to stay silent. So right now Sharbi is live on 3 chains. We did just remove. I saw a question, and we did remove our Arbitrum chain because, like I was saying, we had some issues with our previous developers, and they actually had access to the keys to the wallets. And when we launched on Solana, somebody was upset about that and decided to steal liquidity from those contracts. So the reason why Sharbi is, down where it is right now is because of that, right? Like we had been on a 6-month uptrend. As an ecosystem, we were almost 5 million market cap. And right now we're sitting at, about 3 million, 2.5 million as an ecosystem. But we are live on Shibarium, Solana, and Ethereum. And our Ethereum migration just happened this week. So you see this chart. Look at our holders. Like, look at how solid our holders are. These are holders that it took 2 months to get them their, it took 2 months for this migration. And nobody wants to sell because everybody believes, this is the best holding community you'll ever find. And here's why, right? I believe here's why. So Sharbi is pay to hold. What that means is on Shibarium and Ethereum, there's a 5% tax. 4% of that tax goes back to holders on Ethereum in ETH. So there's 4% ETH rewards, 3% bone rewards on Shibarium go back to holders. Over the last year, there's been about a 30% APR just for holding from those rewards coming back. And they're not in Sharbi, they're in liquid funds that you can use, right? So we've given out over $1 million back to our community through these contract rewards. So on Ethereum, there's those rewards. On Shibarium, there's those rewards. On Solana, there's zero tax. So on Solana, we have two different ways of giving back. The first is the Sharbi Boom Boom Boost, which I talked about with WinPad, where if you own 300 million Sharbi, you will get small airdrops of these projects that we support with our Boost program, and also get, exclusive invites to pre-sales. So that's kind of a way to give back. So our first airdrop we did, everyone got about $50 for 300 million, which is passive, right? $50, you're holding, $1,500 worth of Sharbi. You get $50 every couple weeks. It's passive income. But now we have, on top of that, and this is the beauty of everything, is we are looking at ways to have 15 income streams coming back to our holders. That's our goal, right? Our goal is to have our DAO never wants to sell. We just want to bring in rewards, bring in investments, and make it to where I never have to sell my Sharbi. I want to hold, I have a ton of Sharbi that I've bought and I continue to buy, and I want to hold forever and live off it. And that's our goal. So we have the Dream Factory, which has brought in over 100 SOL, which is $17,000 over the first 3 weeks. And we are doing revenue share. And this revenue share, 50% of the revenue share goes to Solana holders, 25% goes to Shibarium holders, and 25% to ETH holders. And it's in a tier structure. We'll have to go through the tiers another time, but it is a tiered payout structure. And we are doing our first snapshot tonight, actually, in about 8 hours.
Nice.
But this revenue share is going to be a monthly revenue share distributed in Sol or Ethereum. So again, you don't have to sell Sharbi, right? Like it's all in liquid funds that you can use. You buy more Sharbi, you can use it to live or whatever. And so if you're on Ethereum right now, you get your passive rewards for holding, but you're also going to get revenue share. And then we also have our Boom Boom Capital Investment Fund, where we invest in projects like K9, like LTD. We've invested in Ether Games. We've invested in iVend Pay. We've had over a 4,000% increase in our investments. I think at the top, I think it's a little less now, but over a 4,000% increase over on investments. At one point, we were sitting over $300,000 in this Boom Boom Capital Investment Fund. And from that, 1% holders are going to get quarterly dividends, from the investment fund. We are, again, building out ways for passive income, passive earning with a meme that's lovable. It's like the only female meme out there. And
it is. It's the prettiest meme.
Right.
It's the best looking,
and we want to be
girl
the Apple of meme coins. We want to be the Apple of meme coins. That's what we want to be, right? Like, okay, we have quarterly dividends, we have passive income, or even better than that's the goal. So I'll let her talk some more now.
Yeah, all dolled up. Talk to me about what I asked Hero, and Hero. We're getting to know him already. You live with him, so you know him. But we're getting to know him. But I love it. It's he's passionate about what he's doing. He's providing many different ways of passive income. You guys know on the channel, I always say, if you guys are listening to this later on, please give them a follow at Sharbi Token. Smash his like button. Let's get this to over 100 likes. Make the YouTube algorithm work for us, right? That's $1 billion algorithm that can work for our bags if we smash the like button. So But something that you touched on really quick is all these different passive incomes. And I love this for our subscribers, our followers, our Sharbi holders, because you guys know that I'm a Sharbi holder as well on Solana and ETH. I want you guys to realize that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So if you can find a solid team, a solid community, a solid team, a solid community, and a solid product that's providing value to the marketplace, and possibly giving you guys those 7 streams of income all in one ecosystem, then that makes sure that you're not being stretched out too thin, that you're not chasing pump and dumps, and it's all in-house. Find your 7 streams of income, everybody. The average millionaire is a hard worker. Most people want to say, if I make $1 million, I'm not going to do nothing. You're not going to get $1 million then. Right. If the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, that means he's working 7 times harder than you are. Are you willing to work that hard for your aspirations and your goals? And I'm seeing a team right here providing value to a marketplace, providing ways of passive income to provide that for you guys, all dolled up. What do you have to say about this passive income? Talk to me.
I just like to follow up with what Hero said, right? Like, I think from the very beginning, before a lot of the things that we have now weren't there and hadn't come to fruition yet, that we said to each other, like, we don't want to have to sell Sharbi, right? With the rewards. I do remember, so like that, last year at 20 million market cap, those rewards, when you have that volume, and I know we'll get there again, it's enticing. Like, you don't have to sell. You're getting paid to hold. You can claim those rewards at any time. And it's nice. And so I think we've come so far, even from that point, even though our current market cap doesn't reflect that. We didn't even have a tenth of what we have now when we were at 20 million market cap, but the potential there, it's there, and it's wild. And when you see those rewards coming in, you think to yourself, well, I could just hold Sharbi and use these rewards and the revenue stream now. So it's exciting, and I love it. It's a great model.
It is a great model. It really is. And like I said, the passive income is the way to go. And you guys, when the charts on the left side, when we got Bitcoin, flirting with all-time highs, and we got Bitcoin ETFs, to me, I think people are not realizing how bullish Sharbi is on ETH. I'm bullish on Sharbi on Solana. I hold Sharbi on Solana. But also on ETH, it's a good bag to snatch up, lower market cap. But when we're starting to talk about ETH ETFs, right, and we're talking about the normies, the boomers, all these retail and TradFi that have not been involved in this, when they're ready to tiptoe into the DeFi space after they get all their ETH ETFs and their ETH ETFs and their ETH ETFs, they're going to be like, what is all this other stuff going on with this ETH stuff, these smart contracts, these other tokens? And when they find projects like Sharbi providing real value to the marketplace, these type of investors are more likely to find something like Sharbi that's undervalued, that's providing a use case and a value to the marketplace, and invest there. A lot of these people coming into the ETH ETF, yes, some of them are going to grab some meme coins and stuff like that. But what I like is that Sharbi's making sure that we're checking both the boxes, right? That we're checking the box that we're, relevant as far as memes, but we're also checking the box as far as making sure that when people come into the space and they're looking for value and undervalued product, it's going to be Sharbi, right? With all the stuff that they're bringing to the table. So, we're going to get to this part of the show. I want you guys to really, we're almost at the 45-minute mark. I want to get to the part where we pump up the FOMO a little bit. We start to dress up the chart a little bit. I want everybody to, we got a question right here. What was the breakdown on how much we need to hold into reward? So let's answer this question really quick, if you guys don't mind. Either of you guys can answer this, and then we're going to get into the FOMO part of the show, everybody. Make some fun happen.
Yeah, so with the passive rewards on ETH and Shibarium, the volume rewards, it's all by how much you hold. So you can hold, 5 cents of it, and you'll, eventually get, your little portion of those rewards. So it's all broken out by volume and automatically, automatically calculated. For the tiered structure for the revenue, off the top of my head, I think it's a 0.1% for the first tier of rewards, which would mean on Solana holding 75 million, on Ethereum or Shibarium holding 1 billion tokens for the first tier. And then the tiers go up. So like if you hold 1%, you're in the highest tier. And, you know, if you hold 2 1%, you basically split that out, and it gives you incentive to split your bags out to where, you know, you're not holding too much in one bag. And basically there's 4 tiers on each, in each structure. So 1 billion, and I think 2.5 to 5 billion, and then over 1 or 10 billion would be like the highest tier. Or on Solana, that would be, 1% would be 750 million Solana. Yeah, it's a tiered structure, and like I said, we have done really well with our volume bot only, which is the first rollout of the Dream Factory. But you know, the whole dev services and, you know, bringing in that has such a huge potential income wise, right? Like that really we're super excited about, you know, just one project that wants to build a huge utility is enough to really, you know, support the chart in a lot of ways. And speaking of, you know, 40% of the revenue is going back to holders. 10% is going to buy and burns on the chart. 40% to the DAO, and then 10% to anyone who brings, you know, projects. So the referral percent. So
very nice.
very cool.
Very nice. Thank you for your explanation. Lee, you know, we're dropping gems over here, man. Make sure you guys snatch up a bag. We're going to get into this part of the show. All dolled up. Do you have anything before I go on my rant? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I just go crazy and have fun on these charts and let everybody know what's going on. What's up?
No, I like rants. I just wanted to, and maybe towards the end here, maybe you can elaborate a little bit, but having the, you know, I know some people are like, oh, they're on Shibarium, Solana, Ethereum. And really, we look at that as a positive. And I know, I think some investors might question, like, why are they on 3 chains or whatever, but really they all offer their own set of benefits as well. So, you know, what fits your investment or whatever you might be looking for, maybe that's Solana, the 0% tax, but you can still get that revenue, then yes, go to Solana. Or maybe on Ethereum, you want somewhere to park your funds in a safe project and earn rewards on that money, and it can just sit there, buy on Ethereum. You know, what works for you, what fits you for those people. And I think we look at that as a positive thing. So I just wanted to add that.
It's definitely positive, right? Like it's such a huge thing to have, you know, Solana is a 0 tax chain. So now that becomes our transactional chain, right? Like, okay, you want to have transactions with Sharbi in the real world, it's going to be on Solana. If you have, if you want, you know, passive revenue off of, you know, you have your whales on Ethereum. And then I think Shibarium is our long-term gold mine. I think Shibarium is where we are. I mean, I think short-term, Solana, we are going to blow up. I do. That's, you know, my mindset. I think short-term, Solana and Ethereum. I think long-term, Shibarium has the biggest potential for Sharbi just because of our connections, because of who we work with, and because of our mindset of what we want to do to build there, right? So I think that there are potentials on all these chains, and I love the idea of being multi-chain, and we're doing things different, right? Like, who wants to do the same thing all the time? Like, this is innovative. This is, you know, like, this is being part of something that's different, that's doing something differently, and some people don't get it, right? Like, it's hard to understand. They're like, oh, well, why are the prices different on each chain? And it's like, well, you know, each chain has its own benefits, and people can choose where to invest, but it's all overarching it by Sharbi DAO, by our whale group. If you hold 1% on any chain, you get to join our whale group, get the dividends, get, you know, the investment opportunities, and really the whole ecosystem supports all the charts. So the buy and burns can happen on any chart, and we are completely deflationary. So over time, we're going to be burning these charts. And even if we expand to further chains, our goal, and this is what we did with Solana, is we will do a raise. We will buy up the charts from our other chains, and we will burn that supply to launch on the next chain. So if we expand further to chains, so say we want to go to base, one day, we are going to burn 75 billion from our supply on the other chains to launch on base, right? And it's this whole ecosystem of building out, multi-chain.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the multi-chain idea. I think it makes sure that, it's like the fisherman that has a couple fishing lines in the water, right? You want to be either the fisherman with one fishing pole in the water, or you want to have 3 or 4 lines and making sure that you're going to catch a fish today. And you know what? We're going to get to that part of the show where I'm going to show you guys where you guys can possibly catch some fish if you're part of this community, or if you're new to the channel, or you're an OG or veteran to the channel. We got some low market caps right here on Sharbi. We're going to cover all of them. We're going to make sure you guys see the support and resistance. You guys know that I'm super transparent. I'm trying to give you guys the roadmap, because Apple can't do this. We can't just start buying up Apple stock and start moving the chart. And I know this doesn't sound that good out loud, but I'm going to say it, everybody. You can almost manipulate it in a way if we build the wall of FOMO, right? When you start to buy the wall, you start to build this wall of FOMO with steady buys back to back with a solid community that holds, people can't help but to buy in, because traders, we like to believe that we're self-fulfilled prophecy tellers. We like to believe that we have a crystal ball to look into, and we rub this crystal ball and we say, hey, we see this support, we see this resistance. Usually when this cup and handle does this, we have a breakout, and we rush to that. And what's nice, we can't do that with Apple. We can't do that with Nike, but we can do that with Sharbi, because it is a low market cap gem. This is the threshold for Sharbi on Solana, everybody. This is under $1 million market cap with a project that's providing massive amounts of utility with massive amounts of connects, and not just utilities and connects for themselves, but also for everybody else. We're talking about this zone right here, right? Anything above that, when we first delete that 0, that is going to be super healthy for Sharbi on Solana. As far as market cap, when we get above the $1 million market cap, that's that psychological barrier. You guys know how humans are. We do all that psychological stuff, right? That's why right now the markets got back hot when we got back over that 2.5. Remember, I told you guys it was bearish because we were under that psychological barrier 2.5. Right when we got over 2.5, it got bullish again. We got Bitcoin flirting with all-time highs. And I believe that Sharbi will also be doing the same thing, right? You guys do not want to miss out on projects that are providing real use case, right? We're letting CoinMarket load up real quick.
While you're showing CoinMarketCap, I do have to say, like, because of the multi-chain, and we are working on the 3 APIs right now. So like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko have had real struggles with figuring out what the real price of Sharbi is, because we have $1 trillion on 2 chains and 75 billion on another chain. So like these pits and valleys aren't real. like please use the deck screener charts, right? Like you see these charts, these are pretty, right? But if you go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and sometimes in Phantom Wallet they use CoinGecko's price, so sometimes it'll show like this huge drop off of price on Sharbi, but they're not real, and it's constantly happening. So I saw that on CoinMarketCap. I wanted to make sure people see our charts aren't dipping 90%.
No, it's
they're
all good.
Solid. Yeah.
No, it's all good. But right here, anything above this price range right here, check this out, everybody. Prior resistance becoming future support is the roadmap. Look at this back here when we did the same thing, right? This is prior resistance becoming future support. That's what you want to have. And they're going to get prettier over time. The more volume comes in, the charts get better. This is DeFi. They're not always going to be picture perfect. But when you do something like this and you build a wall, or, and I'll be transparent, you keep making consolidations right here. Let's say we kept doing this. This is still healthy. I know people don't want to talk about it, but this is still healthy as well, because it's letting everybody know that this is our new zero. We're never going to go down here. Where when we are trading in this range, we're never going to come back down here over again, because we made what before was something hard for us to break out of. Now it's a future support, and people will identify with that, okay? Traders will notice that. If you build this map for them, they will follow no matter what, because I will follow it, right? It's very easy. Now, this one to me, I think it's a very hidden gem right now. This one's one that you guys probably want to load up on. Obviously, we'll get the cliche out the way. It's not financial advice from neither of us, right? But this is where you guys want to get into fit in, because it's under 100K market cap, and we just talked about all that value, all those connections, all that stuff that they want to bring to the table, all the stuff that they already brought to the table. So to me, I think this is one of them that is on an extreme discount, and that's because it just launched, right? The Solana one has been out, the Shabirium one has been out, but to me, this is the freshest alpha, fresh off the press right now at a 92K market cap. I mean, it's kind of wild. 731 holders. This is a fire sale, if you want to call it one, and we see people holding. This is a range. This is going to be a simple 100K market cap psychological barrier. Get above that, and that's basically where we're going to be at. As far as price, getting up here on the 5 zeros. Right here. This.
Yeah.
I could swear it was 1.6.
1.2 million.
Okay. I thought it was 1.6. Okay. I seen this, and I just want to kind of
why that's yeah.
Oh, wait. You know what? No, I'm glad you cut. This is why we're here.
That's our old Ethereum contract.
Hold on a second. Let me
Oh no.
No, it's not. It's not the old.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay, good.
No, it wasn't the old contract, no.
Oh, good.
No, I'm sure of that. I just know that it did that before, because the same contract right here, this is your 9BD.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Yeah. No, I'm sure.
That's right. The right contract.
But I learned that lesson a long time ago. But we got you right here. Check this out. Let's check on Dex Screener. I thought that myself, because last time when I called it a money bag alert, if you guys go check, it is at a 1.6 and been holding. But with that Dex tools right there, I just had to go with the flow, because it's not scripted, everybody, and I didn't want to jump back and forth. But let's see what it's saying over here. Right here. No, you're good. You're good, bro. This is fun. There we go. Okay, so check this out. This is where we're at accurately. You're my friend right now, right? If you saw me and I was sitting next to you and I had a piece of broccoli in my teeth, and you let me have a piece of broccoli in my teeth, you're not my friend, right? But if you tell me, hey, Rico, this market cap is the one that's off, that's a real friend to me, right? Because I have broccoli in my teeth right now. So, Hero, anytime I got broccoli in my teeth, brother, please call me on it. It's the only way we'll get better together. Yeah, it's the only way. So let's start the flow back up over here. We're at 1.2 million, right? We're holding strong. Let's start it back. In the Moneybags Mansion, we called it at 1.6, and that's why I knew that was the right contract address. But Dex Tools has been crashing back to back. I almost think at the volume, I don't know what's going on. They got to step it up, though. They got to step it up, because to me, their UI looks a lot cleaner than this. So as far as price, is actually saying almost the same. We're not going to bring that one back up, but it's 5012. Okay, anything above the $1 million market cap, that is that psychological barrier that will hold above. Hero, once again, thank you for helping me get that broccoli out of my teeth, brother. Much love, much respect. This is the one that long term he's saying, and I do believe that there's something special right here with Shabirium later on and all the things that can happen. This one's sitting at 537K market cap. Is that correct, Hero? Because I'll be honest, I don't have a bag in this one. I have a bag on ETH and Solana.
Correct. That is correct. Okay. Right now, you can see that one's a low liquidity, because we've moved most of our liquidity to Shiba Swap, which just launched. Okay. So there's kind of two charts, and then but eventually we're going to move all the liquidity to Shiba Swap. We were just waiting for Shiba Swap to make sure it works correctly. Because Shiba Swap right now doesn't work right on mobile, which I do almost all my trading on mobile. So, you know, like you have to have a mobile option. So we are on Mars Swap and Shiba Swap on Shabirium currently, but we will be going fully to Shiba Swap when it's ready, which is the SHIB, you know, the SHIB DEX, which you know, like you have to be on that one.
Yeah, you have to be. But let's dress up this chart to give people a little roadmap what these things look like, because I honestly believe that when we do this, even if the market cap was not right when I had broccoli in my teeth and all that stuff, but what it does, I think it helps remove panic sellers, because a lot of time people buy on a resistance and the price pulls back and then they become a panic seller later on. But if you start to load up on the dips, and you start to find a support, I think this type of practice makes a better perfect, right? That you can identify, support lines, and you can be like, okay, we made support, we broke out of a prior resistance, we're making higher supports, that you can look into past and say, hey, these are all support levels right here, and these are the same support levels that we're printing again before that rally happened, right? And you want to be able to identify stuff like that and say, hey, this is the time that we really want to load up. And we know that any 60 to 80% retracement on a solid project, solid team, that's almost a fire sale, okay? So we got some charts. We got an amazing project. We got the Sharbi factory. We got some buying opportunities. I'm being transparent. I'm in on Solana, and I'm in on ETH. I'm not in on the Shibarium side, but I think it's time that I break through and I do it with Sharbi, right? That I actually do that side with Sharbi, and Sharbi holds my hand, and she's my girl to Shibarium, and we do it together all the way to the Shiba swap and all that stuff. So, these charts are looking healthy. These market caps are low with all the utility that they're bringing to the space. I think that we're very early on, what Sharbi is bringing to the table, especially with Solana, all the hype around it. This is a meme token and a utility token at the same time, so it's only a matter of time. All dolled up. I'm gonna let you say the last words first before we give it to Hero, okay? To make sure that you get in. Hero, you know that I'm saying it from the heart, right? But all dolled up. If you have any words for your community, to my subscribers, new subscribers in the future, new followers, you have any last words for them before we wrap it up? I like to keep them wanting more. We reached the hour mark on the live stream, and I want to make sure that they want more and pull up. So how would you do that?
Buy Sharbi. Just kidding. I want to say I have done a few AMA spaces. One, thank you everyone who's watching this now, watching this later. Goodness, Rico, you're just awesome. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
I have always been nervous to get on, and I actually felt very comfortable today. So personally, I just want to say thank you for all of that. I love when conversation is organic. When you can hear the conviction in Hero's voice and the passion in my voice. This is a passion project, I would say. I can speak for him and I that we are 100% committed, and our DAO is 100% committed as well. But Sharbi isn't going anywhere. If you have any questions, come into our Telegram, hit us in a DM on X. I want to say, if you want to contribute or if you want to be part of the team, we welcome you to come in. If you are good in art or rating or social media, and there's a project that you just want to come in and feel like family, we care about each other, we look after each other, and it's just pretty special. So I am grateful for today. I'm grateful for the time to share Sharbi and be on your platform, and I hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you came up. I'm glad that you felt, this platform was comfortable for us to just have an organic talk. That's the way I like to do it. I think it shows a lot of, if you don't got nothing to hide, you could just be yourself and have a great time. And you know what? That's something that we got to do. We got to send our message, and we got to talk to everybody. Hero, you got a community waiting for you. You got subscribers waiting for you. You got followers waiting for you. What do you got to say to them?
You know what? First off, yeah, and it's been awesome getting to know you. Look forward to working with you, well into the future. Looking forward to your project. I think, we were talking about it. Sharbi DAO, we do investments. I think that, looking at that is something we're definitely going to look into. So I think that, this is something where, communities build together, we work together. And, as far as anybody new watching, Sharbi's here. We've been here 15 months. We've been through everything you could possibly go through. And we're actually in the strongest point we've ever been. We are deflationary. We're hyper deflationary. We're burning supply. We pay to hold. So as we burn supply, you get a bigger portion of those revenues because, as supply decreases, your holdings increase. And that's the model. And I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much work it takes. We are going to make it. We're a female meme. We're doing things differently in so many ways. And, it takes time for people to understand sometimes. Those people that do understand are all in. And you can see in our community, there's a group of people that are all in on Sharbi and not going anywhere. And I think you touched on it perfectly. Like the mindset of the new type of investors are coming in with the ETFs. Like Sharbi is built for that. Sharbi is built for someone who wants to come in, park their money, feel safe, know that they're not going to wake up and be down. And over time, you get paid, you hold, and you watch your investment grow. And you know, you're talking meme coin ETFs. Like Sharbi would be like the perfect meme coin ETF, like just because of everything there is. And I think that, you know, we build with everyone else. Even if you're in another community and you want to talk projects with us, you know, we're welcoming. We're here. We're educational. We want to build, and we want to bring a safe place to crypto and DeFi, and we're going to get there.
Absolutely, brother, man. Thank you for the kind words. Both of you guys were absolutely amazing. Appreciate you even, you know, looking at the project that I'm launching and, you know, taking an eye on it, because, you know, coming from you guys that, you know, have been doing your own research and checking things out. And you guys know that providing value is the main thing to do in this space. But, you know, Sharbi is an amazing project. I'm looking forward to the growth of Sharbi, looking forward to the growth of, you know, our connections that we have and pushing Sharbi to new heights. I think it will continue to push to new heights, especially, you know, something that you were saying and you said it so passionate. It's like, we're not going to stop. And you know what? It's easy to be that passionate when you know what you're bringing to the table, right? When you know that, you know, we're bringing, you know, you're probably going to be a little shy saying it like that if you're not bringing nothing to the table. But Hero can be that passionate. All Dolled Up can be that passionate. I'm that passionate because we are the type of people that want to provide value to a marketplace to help people get further right now. We are on the left side of the chart as far as everything, the whole market capitalization before retail comes in, TradFi comes in, before, you know, the real estate market comes into the blockchain market, before the, you know, car titles, before the bond market. We are so early. And when you find solid team like Sharbi, a solid project that's providing real use case, you are extremely early. We'll laugh at these market caps at one point in time. So if you guys are new to the channel, or you're listening to this live or right now, you guys can give Sharbi a follow at Sharbi Token. I'm going to say that again. That is at Sharbi Token. Give them a follow. Do not fade this one, everybody. You guys are going to see this on the channel a lot more. And you guys know I'm a gentleman about it, but I am going to say, I told you so. Okay. So like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me.